I'd like to ask you is this: is there anything on about Donald Trump that white Christians would ever speak out against? Anything that you would? You know, he had the famous line, which we all know, that he'd walk down Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and they wouldn't care. Do you think
Hmm.
that's true? Do you think it's okay? Is there anything he could do that would turn off his base, his voters?
Well, look, I've said many times before that there are things that Donald Trump says and does that I wish he wouldn't say or do. That's not unique to him. I've worked on multiple presidential campaigns. I've worked with many presidents. There are certainly issues, Sally, where we come from or have come from a different viewpoint, and we've communicated that to him in no uncertain terms. We do it in private. We do it respectfully because we think that's the most efficacious way to proceed. I mentioned one of those before, criminal justice reform. He was not, as a candidate in 2016 or in his first year as president, where he is today on criminal justice reform. We've done the same thing on immigration. We favor comprehensive immigration reform that includes a solution for the dreamers. And we've seen him move on that issue. So, no, we're not at 100% agreement on every issue. But I will say this on the issues that I've mentioned, as well as many other issues that we care deeply about, he's been receptive, he's been open, he's listened. I've seen it. I've seen pastors of multiracial and predominantly Hispanic churches in his presence speak from their hearts about the importance of welcoming the alien and the stranger. And I've seen him receptive to that. So I've just seen a different side of him. Sure, there are things on which we occasionally disagree, including some things that he says or tweets. But in terms of the issues that, as I said, we believe are issues of right and wrong and involve issues of advancing the moral good or resisting grave moral evils like terrorism, hostility to the Jewish people and to Israel, the sanctity of human life. On these, he has been one of the greatest friends and one of the greatest champions that we have ever had.
So what we are going to have to stop now, but I just want to ask you, would you say that Donald Trump is a great moral leader?
What I would say is on these issues that I've talked about, he has advanced moral goods and the common good, and he has resisted grave moral evils like terrorism and abortion on demand.